All right, welcome back, everyone. We're ready for another deep dive, and this one.
Oh yeah, this one's gonna be good.
Yeah, this is a big one. Jets and Patriots, Week 8, MetLife. I mean, this is the kind of game, just classic rivalry, huge playoff implications for both these teams.
Right, exactly.
Right. And I think there's a lot here that, maybe if you just saw the score, 27-17 Patriots, maybe you think, okay, whatever, another Patriots win.
Right.
But there's some really interesting stuff here. Like, we're going to get into some of the standout players, some of the strategy.
I think, what jumps out at me immediately is the Patriots defense.
Yeah.
And how dominant they were
Totally.
in this game.
I mean, it's not just like they contained the Jets. It's like they shut them down.
Completely.
What was it? What were they doing that was working so well?
I mean, it seems like from these sources anyway, they really had the Jets number. They knew what the Jets were going to do. The Patriots just really shut down that Jets run game. They forced Zach Wilson to make plays, and he just couldn't do it. He struggled in this one.
Yeah, and they were really teeing off on him.
Yeah.
Especially Christian Barmore. I think
Goodness.
this guy was like unblockable in this game.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I mean, what was it about what he was doing that was so effective? Was it just brute strength, or was there something else?
He was definitely using his power, but the sources I looked at, they were talking about his technique. It was really impressive.
Yeah.
He was using these really smart moves, like a mix of power and finesse, and he was drawing double teams constantly. So even when he wasn't the one making the tackle, he was opening up space for his teammates to get in there and make the play.
So it's like that classic thing, they say defense wins championships. But,
right?
got to give some love to the Jets here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about their offense.
Oh,
I mean, what was going on? It felt like they were just stuck in neutral.
Well, I think part of it is what we were just talking about, that Patriots D was just so relentless with the pressure. And I think they really exposed some of those weaknesses that are there on that Jets offensive line.
Yeah.
And when you can't run the ball, and then you've got, Zach Wilson back there trying to make decisions, and he's got,
I mean, every time he dropped back, it felt like there was a Patriot in his face.
Exactly. And the sources I was looking at, they were saying that, Wilson, he's a guy who can really thrive when he can extend those plays, when he can kind of get outside the pocket and do his thing. But the Patriots, they took that away from him. They forced him to stay in the pocket, and that's just, it's not really his strong suit.
Well, and I feel like that's such a contrast because then on the other side of the ball, you've got Mac Jones, who just played
textbook, right?
Such an efficient game. I mean, it wasn't flashy, but
yeah, it didn't need to be.
Got it done.
He didn't force throws, didn't make mistakes, avoided those turnovers, and just took what the defense gave him. And against a tough defense like that Jets D, that's sometimes all you need to do.
Yeah, it's like take care of the ball and the points will come.
Yeah.
But speaking of kind of those unsung heroes,
right?
I think we got to give some love to special teams here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nick Folk, perfect on his field goals. And, I mean, the Patriots really won that field position battle. Every time they were getting the ball, it felt like they were starting in good territory.
Right. That's huge. I mean, it's, you start with good field position. It changes the whole complexion of the game.
Totally.
And, you were talking about those unsung heroes. Like, that's often the difference, between a win and a loss.
Absolutely. So, okay, let's kind of zoom out here a little bit. Big picture now. AFC East.
Yeah.
This is a tight race. Every game matters.
Huge implications here.
What does this win mean for both of these teams as we kind of head into the second half of the season?
I mean, for the Patriots, it's a huge momentum builder. It puts them right there in the thick of things in the AFC East. But for the Jets, they got a really tough schedule coming up. They got Buffalo, they got Miami.
Oh, back-to-back.
Back-to-back. So it's going to be a real test for them.
Well, but that's the AFC East for you.
Right. Exactly. It's a gauntlet.
I mean, you never know what's going to happen.
Any given Sunday, right?
Exactly. And especially, I mean, come on. This is Jets-Patriots. This is...
Oh, yeah. This is
the rivalry.
Classic, yeah.
So you just never know what you're going to get when these two teams get together.
Right. Always fireworks.
So, okay. Let's recap here.
Mm-hmm.
We had Patriots defense just locked down the Jets. Jets offense struggled to get anything going. Mac Jones was super efficient. Didn't make any mistakes. Special teams played a big role. And the AFC East race.
Oh, it's wide open.
It's wide open.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we need to hit before we wrap things up?
I think, the big question going forward, and especially for Jets fans listening, when teams take away your run game like the Patriots did here, what are you going to do? how are you going to adjust? How are you going to get Zach Wilson going when he can't just, scramble around and make things happen?
That's a great question.
That's the key.
That's the key. Well, we'll be watching.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody, that's another deep dive in the books. We'll be back next week with another one.
Can't wait.
Until then, thanks for listening.
See you next time.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.